Well, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife will be conducting another wildlife checkpoint operation in the Eastern Sierra. This one will be in late April, and this is to promote safety, education, and compliance with laws and regulations, according to a press release. Now, the CDFW wildlife officers will be conducting the inspection on westbound Highway 108 north of Bridgeport, and this will be taking place on the Monday after the fishing opener, April 27th from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., weather permitting. Last year, the CDWF conducted that checkpoint south of Bishop. A press release notes that the wildlife checkpoint is being conducted to protect and conserve fish and wildlife and to encourage safety and sportsmanship by promoting voluntary compliance with laws, rules, and regulations through education, preventive patrol, and enforcement. All anglers and hunters will be required to stop and submit to an inspection. CDFW officers will also be providing informative literature about the invasive quagga mussel and the New Zealand mud snail. Well, Deb Murphy filed this story for Sierra Wave Media. The Bishop City Council unanimously approved the economic development element update of its general plan at Monday's meeting. And even better, the 5-member council appeared willing to put its money where its votes are. Now, Bishop City Chief Administrative Officer Jim Tatum will come back to the council at its next meeting, April 27th, with suggestions to contract for grant writing services and look into the possibility of hiring an economic development coordinator to work with the 4 volunteer committees committed to the EDE goals. Now, the EDE process began more than 6 months ago with a community outreach process orchestrated by the city's public service director, Gary Schley, working with consultants, BBC Research and Consulting, and Bauer Planning and Environmental Services Incorporated. Volunteer working groups fine-tune the community's goals, create a vibrant, pedestrian-friendly downtown, promote Bishop and the region as a year-round tourist destination, support a balanced, diverse local economy, and leverage broadband access and strengthen the community's role as a regional center for retail, education, and healthcare. Now, Alan Pirastranta, the sales manager for J. Rusick Toy Company, suggested the new ED coordinator position during the council's public hearing on the general plan amendment. His comments were echoed by Julie Faber and Elaine Kabala, both group leaders, as the plan goes forward. Karen Schwartz was the first council member to take up the cause. Councilmember Joe Pexy suggested the availability of grant funding for the position and recommended exploring a cooperative effort with Inyo County. Now, Jim Tatum acknowledged that a contract grant writer was included in the city's 2014-2015 budget. This is a discussion we need to have, Tatum said, of the ED coordinator. For this to be done correctly, someone has to dedicate a lot of time. Now, the April 27th council meeting will be held at 6 p.m., and this is the new starting time for future Bishop City Council meetings. Well, it should be a lot of fun coming up this Saturday. Bluegrass music, free food and cake, a Pack with Legs fun walk, vintage climbing exhibits, and guest speakers will all be part of the 2nd annual Norman Clyde Birthday Bash. Again, that's this Saturday, 11 a.m. to apparently whenever the band stops playing, taking place at the Eastern California Museum in Independence. Now, the event honors pioneering mountaineer Norman Clyde, who recorded 100 first ascents in the Sierra in the 1920s and 30s and was a fixture in the Sierra Club's High Trips, which introduced hundreds of people to the High Sierra. Norman Clyde lived in Independence and Big Pine when he was not roaming the Sierra for weeks at a time, carrying his legendary 80-pound pack. Clyde would have been 130 years old this year. Now, the day will start at 11 a.m. with an informal Pack with Legs fun walk, open to everyone. Participants are encouraged to carry a pack for the moderate walk along Independence Creek and through town. Now, those carrying the heaviest packs will be rewarded with a prize, and everyone will get a replica Norman Clyde campaign hat. Now, local bluegrass band Idle Hands will start entertaining around noon. Going to have free hot dogs, beans, birthday cake for dessert. Beverages, beer, and wine will also be provided. Donations will be appreciated. Starting at 2 p.m., several speakers will recall the life of Clyde. Giving brief talks will be Andy Selters, Phil Pister, and Win Benty, as well as Dennis Kruska. Now, there will be displays of vintage climbing gear by S.P. Parker, Howie Schwartz, and Neil Satterfield, in addition to the museum's permanent exhibit featuring Clyde and his exploits. Would you like some more information? You can call 760-878-0258. Check out the Eastern California Museum Facebook page or go to the website inyocounty.us, and you'll want to get to EC Museum. Well, the Eastern Sierra Transit Authority was recognized at the California Association of Coordinated Transportation, that's CalACT, and a spring conference as the 2015 Outstanding Rural Transit Agency. Now, CalACT is a statewide nonprofit organization that has represented the interests of small, rural, and specialized transportation providers since 1984 and is comprised of representatives from large and small systems, planning and government agencies, social service agencies, suppliers, and consultants. John Helms, ESTA's executive director, accepted the award on behalf of ESTA's employees and board of directors at the conference awards luncheon, which was held on April 14th. ESTA was recognized for delivering a broad range of high quality and valuable services throughout a diverse area spanning 400 linear miles between Lancaster and Reno. For more information, contact Eastern Sierra Transit, 760-872-1901. Go online at estransit.com. Nice award for our local transit authority. Well, Mammoth Lake's upcoming film event, the Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, will celebrate its first year with Red Digital Camera, the camera company signing up as the title sponsor for the 5-day festival coming up in May. Now, announcing the new sponsorship agreement, festival director Shara DeBrubner said she was delighted that Red agreed to team up with the event to showcase the very best digital cinematography and photography tools the industry has to offer. Said Shara DeBrubner, quote, "This is a significant partnership for the film festival, especially in its first year. Red Digital Cinema creates an incredible line of cinema cameras that are used by the industry's top filmmakers in all genres. Filmmakers like Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg. On behalf of the Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, we are honored to receive this support from Red," end quote. Red is donating a camera package called Scarlet Dragon for the winning filmmaker, a camera package valued at more than $20,000. Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, 5-day, coming up, that will screen 50 films from May 27th to the 31st. More information, check out their website, mammoth lakes film festival.com. We'll be back with a weather report.